Beautiful night out here tonight, man. It's getting a little chilly out. The Knicks beating the brakes off of the Celtics, so that'll be the end of them. Yankees beating the brakes off on the Mets so far. You know, we're gonna send them packing. And then, you know, this Diddy thing is a hot commodity right now. And still, you know, hopefully maybe next week we can get into this case, like, because so far I don't see anything that they're talking about really with trafficking. The case looks very, very weak. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not, you know, of course, not none of those things, but, you know, from the outside looking in, this case looks very, very weak. You know, it don't look like, it looks like a lot of just domestic and domestic violence and a lot in a very toxic relationship. And a lot of brothers have been on it. A lot of sisters have been on it too. Like, a lot of people feel the same way, man. This is this so far all they're talking about is toxic shit, man. You know, you know, I heard a couple of analysts, you know, try to spin it and try to, you know, make something of it. Like, one guy was like, well, he had her looking out for the police. Well, you got to remember, he's paying escorts. You know, an escort and prostitution is two different things. Now, the escort is supposed to be somebody that, you know, accompanies you, not really for sex, none of that. You know, although there is masks so that you can have sex, but, you know, prostitution is illegal in every state but Nevada. So if it's drugs and he's paying these escorts to freak off and all this other stuff, of course he's trying to make sure they're not police or lining them with some undercover agent. That's, you know, then you had the other one where they was like, well, they were on the plane and he threatened to use the video, like, so, you know, using coercion. And then, like, then again, they're in a relationship. You know, it's not like he was soliciting her, like selling her. Then I could see it's like he was profiting off of it. But I don't see, you know, I don't know, man. Let's see what these other witnesses have to say, man. You know, because so far this looks like a domestic violence case. And, you know, a lot of people don't realize that the feds, sometimes they pick cases up. You know. How you doing, Russell? So, you know, sometimes these feds, they just pick cases up, man. And then this looks like, to me, they picked this case up on a humble. They didn't really do an investigation, even though it says sealed indictment. Like, you know, when I first heard this case, I thought they was gonna really get into some nitty gritty, but they not. You know, they just, you know what I'm saying, like, this is a big domestic violence, toxic relationship case so far, and it should definitely not be in no federal court, man. We haven't heard of federal crime yet. No matter how they try to spin it on the news, they just trying to spin it because they can't make no sense of the shit. Somebody put a call on the homie and sent them packing, knowing that he was going to end up, you know, spending a lot of his money. Because you got to think, too, like, how much money is he spending for these lawyers, man? How much money he's going to lose, like, if tarnishing his legacy and, you know, breaking down his funds was the goal, they definitely reached that, man. Because it's, even though we don't see a case, they can still convict them, man, just because it's the feds, man. They come up with all kind of shit to convict you, man. So, you know, it might be looking good for them, but at the end of the day, they can pack them still, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully, you know, I mean, like I said, the dude is, you know, I'm not sitting here defending the dude like he's a good dude. Don't get it twisted. I don't think he's a good dude at all. I definitely think he used his power and his money to, you know, take advantage of people. And I definitely think, too, Cassie she was a willing participant in this, man. And I think that she saw a pot of gold and she saw the lifestyle and she was enjoying it. And I think once she wasn't getting what she wanted, I think, feelings got involved. I think, she wanted a way out. She probably got tired of, the lifestyle. And she probably wanted a way out, man. What's good, RC Chops? And Not Gus. What's happening, man? And, I just think that she wanted out, man. And, if she didn't, she said, I'll get her money back. Get her money back. Why'd you take the money if it wasn't that serious? There's so many questions in that case, man. And anyway, man, it's a beautiful night out here. Getting ready to clock in. I just wanted to, give off a few thoughts, man, on, all that took place earlier, man. Hopefully, like I said, next week, man, they get into the nitty gritty of this, man. But right now, I guess New York, we got some celebrating to do. I'm not a Knicks fan, but I already know you're going to hear it tonight, man. They beat the brakes off of the Celtics, man. I guess they on to the Eastern Conference. I think the Knicks, I don't know, man. I think this might be their year, man. If they can get to the finals, I think they can win it. But we'll see, man. That's why they play the game. That's why we watch, man. Anyway, man, y'all have a good night. I'm out of here, man. Peace.